Today I've got a story for you. This morning my wife and I were taking a walk on the Greenway. And if you're not familiar with what a greenway is, in North Carolina where I live, we have a lot of these greenways. And a greenway is basically a paved walking path in the middle of the woods. That's the best way to describe it. We've got this really nice one in our neighborhood. It's about a mile long. It's a big loop and you can walk through it. And we often will walk through with the dogs because the dogs love it. Lots of good sniffs and smells. And so we really enjoy doing that. And so my wife and I were out taking a mid-morning walk today. You might be wondering, what does this have to do with the legal aspects of protecting your business? I'm going to get to that here in just a second. So we're taking a walk, beautiful day. It was a little rainy out, but it was one of those like fall, warm, rainy days that's actually kind of nice and kind of pleasant. And it's a really nice reprieve from the completely obsessive August we had this year. And so we're walking up this hill and we're kind of paying attention to where we're going, but not really because it's a walking path that we've been on a million times before. We're having a nice conversation. Dogs are chilling, enjoying themselves. And then we just stopped. Probably jumped back at about 10 feet. If anyone was outside, the scream my wife and I let out was borderline hysterical. Somebody probably thought somebody was dying, honestly. And what we came upon, you may have guessed it already, was a copperhead that was probably about a foot and a half long, adult copperhead, just sitting there right in the middle of the path, right for us to just about walk into. And if it had any sense at all, it would have snapped at one of our dogs or our feet because we literally came about that close to it. It was not good. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with my online business? Let's jump to that here. Roll the intro. Hi, my name is Jim Hart. I'm the founding attorney here at Hawthorn Law, where we help online businesses just like you get your legal house in order so that you can focus on what you do best, and that is building a business that truly matters in the world. Today, I want to share with you the biggest mistake that I see online entrepreneurs make, and you may have already guessed it, and that is that they don't know what they don't know. Now, when my wife and I were walking in the woods this morning on the Greenway, we didn't know that there was a big, huge, venomous snake sitting in the middle of the Greenway, and we didn't know it until we were right up on top of it and almost stepped on it. The other thing I will say about these snakes, if you're not familiar with copperheads, is that they're perfectly suited to the fall weather here in North Carolina because they are extremely well camouflaged. They're actually very beautiful snakes, but they blend right in with just about anything that they're next to on the ground, including the Greenway. You could barely see it was there until you're right on top of it. But that's the mistake that many people make with their online business, especially with the legal aspects. Whether it be they're setting up their LLC, whether it be they're drafting their contracts, whether it be they're setting up their website or taking care of their intellectual property needs. A lot of people don't know what they don't know. And a lot of the mistakes are hidden right underneath their nose. It could be in the articles of organization they're trying to draft on their own. It could be in the trademark application they're trying to get filed. It could be in the contracts they're signing. There's all these hidden dangers that they're not even aware are there. My job as a lawyer, and any other lawyer's job, is to help make you aware of what these potential pitfalls are so that you can decide how best to proceed. Now, in the case of my wife and I this morning, we decided to proceed back about 10 feet, and then we watched from a nice safe distance to see what the snake did. We waited about 5 minutes before it finally decided to mosey its butt right off the Greenway and into the woods, which was perfectly fine with us, and that's one of the reasons we don't go off the trail in the Greenway, because you just don't know what's lurking in those weeds. So anyway, the same thing is true with your online business. You need to know what you don't know, and a lot of people don't. You just don't know what mistakes could be lurking in the legal aspects of running your online business, and many people are just happy to just be meandering along, looking at the trees, talking to their wife, the dogs are having a great time, and things are great, and then boom, you come upon a big snake that could bite you and really seriously hurt you, and you don't even know it's there. And that's just the way it is with a lot of people in their online business. You just don't know these things are coming upon you until it's too late to do anything about it. Fortunately for most of you, you can spot these issues from a distance. and you can step back and say, how do I want to proceed in this situation? So that's the lesson I want you to take from this video today, is that there are a lot of dangers out there. There are a lot of things that are lurking in the weeds, and I don't want you to be scared to take a walk. You still need to understand that getting out in nature and taking a walk is an important thing to do. Just like getting out and starting your online business is an important thing to do. I don't want you to be scared of that, but you do need to be aware that there are potential dangers lurking out there if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. And if you're just walking around and just looking at the clouds, you could step on one of those dangers and you could be seriously injured. So if you're running an online business, hopefully this resonates for you. If you'd like to learn more about some of the mistakes that people make with their LLCs and with their online business in general, here's some additional videos right here for you to check out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.